Hey guys, I have some themes to share with you about the energies right now. I'm feeling pretty settled and grounded in these full moon energies. Sometimes they can have different effects. Every full moon is so different for me, at least. But some of the notes that came through is you might be feeling like you're really coming home to yourself, like your true self, like this coming home to what you truly came here to do. You could say that you're reconnecting to your mission. It's one thing to be enlightened or awakened or whatever, but for a lot of you watching this, you have this real sense that you came here to do something. You came here to serve the evolution on planet Earth right now. That you came here at this time for maybe a specific reason, that you had something to offer the collective, that you bring something unique and special that is needed right now. And so a lot of you might be waking up to this sense that, you're really starting to feel reconnected to why you came here. Maybe you were in a void for a while. I know I have been and still am a little bit. But maybe you're a little bit kind of more in that emptiness, that spacious place where maybe you weren't even sure why you were here. Maybe you were just kind of existing and just kind of floating and just being, which is perfectly fine. But for a lot of you, maybe you're starting to sense some energetic activation coming online again, but from a new place, maybe like a more mature place. Maybe you've been connected to your mission in the past, but now you're reconnecting to it from a higher level of consciousness. So, it's the same mission in a sense, but from a new vantage point, a new perspective. You can see more. You're wiser, right? You're more mature. And so the way you go about moving in your mission might change and might have shifted since the last time you felt really connected. And that's what the void phases do. They kind of empty us out of stuff. I even wrote down here, we've been really clearing out the gunk, That's been a huge thing for me in 2025. It hasn't so much been yet mission-based and I'm feeling like I want to channel a bunch and do that kind of thing. It's more just been like, wow, I'm just getting emptied out. I'm clearing stuff out that's really old, that just needed to go, like heavier, denser energies. A lot of, I even wrote this down, it's been being revealed to us that a lot of these energies aren't who we really are. Some of us get identified with the fear in our body or the shame, or old habits and patterns. And I think we're all starting to see like none of that stuff's really us. And we can let go of it now. It's just like, it's not serving us to hang on to those patterns rooted in lack and fear and scarcity and all that. It's just like, it can go, we can release it. And along with that, you might be feeling born anew. Like for a while, you might have not even known who you were because you've been changing so fast, and that might still be the case for a lot of you. You might be looking in the mirror like, who the hell is this? I don't know who this person is. And that's normal when we're going through these kinds of consciousness shifts. And we're literally letting go of one avatar and kind of, you could say, putting a new one on. And we all need an avatar to exist here on Earth, right? Otherwise, we would just, I think Matt Kahn said once, we wouldn't even know the difference between ourselves and rain. And sometimes it can feel like that. Like sometimes you might be walking in nature and you might not know the difference between you and anything else. But one of the beautiful things about an avatar is it gives us this beautiful, form to exist through. And so you might be noticing life has, and that way we can enjoy everything there is to enjoy here on Earth. We need this avatar. So you might notice your avatar has changed a lot. It's been emptied out. Your personality might have shifted. Your desires might be different. Maybe 3 months ago you were really wanting a romantic relationship, and now, you know, you're all about celibacy, or maybe the opposite's the case. Who knows? Yeah, so you might be feeling like born anew. And I wrote one of the things down I wrote from this is forgiving yourself for past mistakes. When you were that old character, you might have done things that you couldn't imagine doing now, right? Because you're so much wiser and mature now, and you have much more awareness, in part because of the mistakes you made as the old character that you were. So a lot of this being born anew is such a gift. And one of the things that I think a lot of us need to do, and it's something I really have had to do, is like just to forgive myself for actions I took when I was very unconscious in the old character, in the old avatars, with that old programming, right? It's like I didn't have a choice given the programming I was operating from. But it doesn't serve the collective, it doesn't serve you, it doesn't serve anyone to dwell on past mistakes. It's like, yeah, we made mistakes, we learn from them, and then, you know, we make amends, we take accountability, anything that needs to be done, anything we can do, but then eventually we move forward. And that's a big part of these energies right now. It's all about moving forward and, yeah, reconnecting with who you really are, what you came here to do, but from like a more mature place of consciousness, more of a kind of a relaxed nature about it is what I'm getting, more of a spacious nature about it. And with that, maybe even a deeper devotion to it, for devotion's sake. Maybe in the past, that old character wanted to do the mission because of what it thought it would get out of it. And that's totally fine. Maybe it thought it'd get, who knows, attention, validation are usually the big ones. You know, a lot of times from those older characters that were kind of in scarcity and lack. My new avatar is learning how to talk. But from those old avatars, we would carry out our mission, hoping it would somehow fill our void of incompleteness. And there is something to be said about connecting to your purpose and connecting to your mission. It can be very fulfilling, but I think the more you mature, the more you just feel inherently complete and inherently fulfilled. And your mission is just something that is a joy to do, not because of what it might get you, but just because it's who you are and it's what you enjoy doing, and you just love serving and you love being a conduit for the divine. Because what else is there at the end of the day? Honestly, what else is there to do? What else is there to want other than to just serve the divine? At the end, you know, you get to a certain point where you've experienced out so many desires and you've suffered so many desires in the earthly realm, that there's nowhere else to go except, yeah, I just want to serve just for the sake of serving, period. And that's, if you know, that's the Bhagavad Gita in some sections distilled down. Like the work is the reward. Yeah, I did write this. The feeling that you can be trusted with power and that you'll be a conduit for good with it. I have been feeling this, like a lot of us, we need to be in our power. And the ego can hear that and go so many different ways with it, but it is important that you open yourself to your spiritual power so that it can come through and be of service in this earth realm right now. I think a lot of you are it feels like so many of us were getting so purified so that power can come through us and can be used for good. Maybe we've had experiences where we've misused power. I know I have in the past. Or maybe power has been used against us in a really difficult way, so we've been afraid of power, right? We've been afraid that, I think maybe for a lot of spiritual beings, they're afraid of power because they're afraid to hurt others, because people with power hurt them in the past, right? Maybe someone who had a lot of power over you really hurt you, and now you're scared of power because you don't want to hurt others. But I think this message wanted to come through that you can be trusted with power, that you will be a conduit for good with it. So if the divine's bringing you power, open yourself to it, let it be of service. And because of all the healing work you've been doing and that the light has been doing through you, it's like we're all emptied out enough, we're getting purified enough where this power can come through and really be used for good. that's something that wanted to be said. It felt true for me. And I'm feeling that all more in my own life too. Yeah, I just feel like a big theme is we're becoming focused on what the mission at hand. We're becoming grounded, centered, and willing to feel the difficult feelings, to remain focused, grounded, and centered, because it's difficult feelings that can pull us off center, make us feel ungrounded. And then we're going into addiction, we're distracting. And if you're doing that stuff, love yourself while you're doing it. Don't judge yourself. But staying focused is the big thing here. And to stay focused, you must be willing to feel feelings. To stay centered, grounded. That's part of the divine masculine, right? The divine masculine just stays right here, no matter what's coming up. I'm feeling this full moon is supporting that. I'm feeling our energetic teams and other dimensions are supporting us in this way. And yeah, you guys are doing great. I feel like we're all doing great. It hasn't been an easy year, right? It's been a lot of intense energies. We've all been really tested, but I think we're coming through this stronger and more rooted in our divine nature, and with more of this desire to merge with the divine above all, like really valuing and prioritizing, our connection with the divine above everything. I just think that's something that might be happening for a lot of us, and it's a beautiful thing. And I'm just happy to be here with you guys. Honored to serve in whatever way I can. My comfy little beanbag chair here. Felt like a fun, nice little video to make for you on tonight's full moon, for those of you in America. But yeah, I'm just sending you guys so much love, so much peace. Yeah, let us know in the comments if you want what's going on with you. We would certainly enjoy to hear from you. Yeah. Like I said, my new avatar is like, words. How do you say words? All right. So much love. Namaste.